In the last stories, when I talk about Grandpa and Grandma, it was from my mom's side of the family. Today I will introduce you this black dumpling, which was made by my paternal grandma. She used the sweet potato flour as others used to make the black dumpling at that time, which I could not find in Denmark now. So I used the black sesames to mimic the color, and I can tell you that the tastes are totally different. But the color was close to that. After the harvesting season each year during 1970s and 80s, there was a summer break for the small farmers like both my grandparents. My mom has continuously been living with my maternal grandparents after she got married with my dad. Because of this, we couldn't see our paternal grandparents very often, even there was only 5 kilometers distance between them. Each summer, during holiday from the primary school, my paternal grandpa came to us and wanted to pick the three of us up to visit them for some days. Compared to what we have in my grandpa's home, paternal grandparents had not so good food at that time. As I could remember, they got only steamed black bread when we could have a mixture of black and white bread, which you can see the difference here. In my next video, I will tell you more specifically about the story of such bread. Therefore, I would suggest you to subscribe my channel in order to follow up on that story. So for most of the time, my sister and brother wouldn't want to go home with paternal grandpa. I didn't like that since my grandpa was very disappointed. So I always went home with him and stayed there for as long time as I could. When my great-grandma was alive at that time, paternal grandma had tried their best to make her better food, only a small portion for herself. One of them was this kind of black dumpling. I also got to taste this when I was there. Great-grandma would always share some extra of her dumplings with me and told me with a smile to not tell them. The dumplings did not have much meat. Most of the filling was wet radish, and the taste of that was not so good either, since there was not much oil added. But I enjoyed very much eating it together with great-grandma. Afterwards, I realized that food is not only about the taste. Most of the time, it's actually about who you're eating with. The taste will always be the best when you eat together with who you love most. There was a big pond in front of their house. It was a paradise for me and the other children in the small village in the summer. We climbed again and again on the big trees with some large branches above the water and jumped into the pond, played in the water with loud laughter. Half of the water surface was full of large and green lotus leaves. A flock of big and white gooses swam on the water. Our neighbor's dog stayed around my great-grandma. Grandma sat by them, spinning with her old spinning wheel. They both sat on small wooden chairs nearby the water, watching on us playing, with a smile. I felt that the sunlight was very sweet. A small path was there close to the southern pond, with full of white and yellow flowers, leading to the skyline over there. The time went by very quickly. We had to go home when the smoke was issuing from the chimney in each family. I went home with great-grandma, accompanied by the slow and light sound of her walking stick. On the table in the front yard, there were 2 small bowls of black dumplings waiting for us. Grandma was passing steamed black bread to Grandpa and my 2 uncles around the table. The sunset was falling on her white hair and the old wooden table with golden light. The wind was blowing softly. Colorful flowers was waving gently around the old yard. Everything was so peaceful.